What's up, y'all? Jason Nelson. Some of y'all probably noticed, but I got rid of my Facebooks, Instagrams, pages for my personal and professional. Part of my process of healing, recovery, and mentally and emotionally is I had to narrow my focus. Certain things is just not healthy for me to utilize at this particular moment. So, social media has been a huge part of who I am and what I do for since I'm a teenager. And like I said, I wanted different results for my life moving forward, so I knew I had to switch it up. Which is funny though. Looked at my statistics for YouTube. I have a majority male audience on YouTube, like literally almost 100%. And on Facebook, it was majority female. But, I decided I need to scale back some. I'm looking to dig deeper into this whole process of healing, processing through traumatic experiences, shame, guilt that I've had in my lifetime. And in some ways I feel as if I'm getting better. Other ways I feel even more vulnerable than I had before I even started therapy. It's like, man, the more layers we peel back, the more crazier I perceive my life to be, or had been. And I think about all the different choices I could have made. If I wasn't operating without at each different stage of my life, I wasn't operating out of my heart. Thinking more of others than I think of myself sometimes. I mean, I ain't gonna say that was the case all the time, because that'd be a lie. When I was younger, having sex, I wanted my partner to feel good, but I was doing it because it made me feel good to make them feel good. You know what I'm saying? I used to pride myself on being a loyal person. Thinking outside of myself, thinking of other people. I used to want to serve as an example. When Gandhi said, be the change you desire to see. So I took that on as a mission of mine. And I guess they say be careful what you ask for, because it's one thing to say you want it, it's another thing to actually experience it and feel it and go through everything that's attached to it. And then I can honestly say I had spread myself so thin amongst so many people, so many different energies and entities, belief systems and stuff. And I just, what they say, got lost in the sauce, and I began to implode. So, like I said, I'm just simplifying my life, narrowing my focus. I'm keeping things simple. Go to work, go to church on Sundays, therapy. It's tough. I look at pictures of my children and I, and of course I miss them. And, it's hard because I can imagine what things gonna be like once we are able to see each other, speak to each other again. And it's almost hurt my feelings already in advance, because I'm like, damn, they really don't know all that has happened or not happened that put us in these situations. And then if I express it to them, it's gonna look like I'm being negative or speaking against their mom or something, which is not my intent. It's just sometimes you want your side of the story to be heard, not agreed upon, but at least be heard. But then people go, well, that ain't mature. Just let things go. But I've seen that example so many times for so many men and women, when things can be just kind of one-sided and the other person is dehumanized, and they're not even seen as a human being with feelings and emotions, and So I stopped doing comedy. I stopped my business. And like I said, I'm just working on being regular.